So at this event, there are a number of people who are on hunger strike over this issue. Could you tell us about the hunger strike?
Yes, so we are a group of graduate students and undergraduate students who, in an attempt to stand in solidarity, humbled by the Palestinian people's struggle, are making sense of what is truly an incalculable loss. We are approaching this as a spiritual and personal and moral endeavor to stand in alignment with our values and stand in solidarity with the Palestinian people. We have chosen hunger strike because it felt tremendously meaningful to us personally and appropriate. The people in Gaza have been subsisting on, many people, less than 250 calories a day, and starvation is a tool of war used by the Zionist government and other governments throughout history to create slow death for the inhabitants of oppressed territories.
And the hunger has gone on for a long time, since October, and it's just unreal, unbelievable.
Truly.
So when did this hunger strike here start?
We are on day 7 of our hunger strike at this moment. We initiated with 14 strikers, 14 graduate strikers, and I believe 2 undergraduate strikers. We now have 8 individuals striking at this time. They are all in good health and standing sound on their convictions at this point.
And what does it consist of? I assume you're drinking water or vitamins, or
yes,
how does that work?
There are multiple types of hunger strike. We are doing what's considered more of a traditional hunger strike, so not a dry strike, no food and water. We are doing a strike that is supplemented with 2 Pedialytes a day, as well as a multivitamin and some broth that has been made by our supporters.
And I assume people have lots of reasons for joining in. Can you tell us about some of the people?
Yes. So over this process, we have been in planning for this for weeks and probably months, a little over a month at this point. And during that process, we all really just spoke how we got here and what it means to be so far into unimpactful and meaningless actions in many ways. We were disheartened, many of us, most of us, by the rallying structure that seems to make no difference to the bodies that we would like to be responding to these issues. And we've all found this as a way to be in spiritual and moral alignment with our values and to stand in solidarity, first and foremost, with the Palestinian people and their struggle.
Is it being noticed, or I'm sure it's noticed, but by whom? Let's put it that way.
So we all are affiliated with the university, and the university's primary tactic has been to ignore. We used all of the pre-existing channels, so how they would like us to be in touch with them about these things. We have exhausted them. We sent a letter to President Salave previous to this, making him aware that we would initiate a strike without a response, a commitment to meet and divestment, and a plan to be divesting from weapons of war. That was ignored, although we were issued an email that codified our right to peaceful hunger strike protest. They have reached out through health professionals and others to kind of check on us, but we have had no word from administrators or people. No, that is actually incorrect. There was a statement released yesterday that they would not be divesting from any weapons of war due to finding them, and you can find the actual words for this, but not a moral harm or a social grievance or some bizarre turn of phrase saying that investing in weapons of war is somehow within their ethical investing guidelines. That is what it is. I forget the technical term, but investing in these weapons is within the ethical guidelines of Yale University.
Well, they invested in racist apartheid South Africa to the very end.
They did, so, until the very, very end.
So nothing has changed, evidently.
No. They are a bank and a mine. As a New Haven resident, they are extractive and punitive and vile.